Hello, my name is Karn. I'm a VP of Revenue at mental health startup here in Singapore. Welcome to my walk-up apartment in Tiong Bahru. From the beginning, I was very keen on having a home in Tiong Bahru. Apart from its central location, I love the low-rise buildings and the old-school charms of this neighborhood. I get to meet people from all walks of life too. There are also all the amenities I need. The cafes are definitely a plus point. From the home designs, I wanted a modern look. I had this idea of creating a contrast between the inside and the outside. On the outside, you have this nostalgic architecture, but when you come in, you get this modern-looking loft space with smart home features. To turn this idea into a reality, I was looking for an interior designer with experience in renovating owned units in Tiong Bahru, since there are more permits to handle compared to the usual HDB flats. I eventually connected with Edwin, my interior designer from 3rd Avenue Studio. From the get-go, I was pretty set on minimalist look with just a few highlights. That's why I opt for microcement on the walls and floors. It has a more seamless finish than tiles, which I have never been a fan of because I don't really like seeing grout lines between them. You won't see much piping or trunking either, since I wanted to conceal most of them. I just told Edwin to make provisions to keep them as accessible as possible. One of the features I fell in love with for this home was the patio. It's not only quite spacious, it also overlooks the red roofs of all the nearby buildings, which is very charming. So from the start, I wanted the dining table here, where I can relax and enjoy the lovely view during my downtime. I like to host too. I have a barbecue set up to enjoy with my guests from time to time. This space is pretty much my favorite. We made a number of layout changes. 2 of the old bedrooms were merged to create a living room, while the position of kitchens and 3rd bedroom were swapped. Since I wanted the dining table at the balcony, it just makes sense to shift the kitchen closer to it. I also like the idea of an open concept living and kitchen where I can see from one end of the room to the other. When I was thinking of the color elements I wanted to include, Edwin suggested having most of the surfaces and appliances in matte black. I thought it was a great idea, and we went all out to get everything in matte black. It was tough because most of the appliances like aircon fittings, microwave, and the hood, everything that's sold here have a glossy black finish. But my heart was set on it, so we spent a few months sourcing for matte black appliances and eventually got what we needed. There are times when friends from overseas stay over for a while. For privacy, I can close off the living area where they stay with pocket doors and work at the kitchen island instead. As this house was in its original condition before this, we basically gutted everything and made sure to waterproof the whole apartment. The bathroom was rather small, so we extended by about 30 centimeters. This was the maximum the authorities granted us. For storage, I had Edwin include a few ledges here, as I think it looks more sleek than a regular bathroom rack. The terrazzo was inspired by another house I saw prior to this one. I thought it looked really cool, so I actually went and get the terrazzo myself before asking Edwin to use it to create the sink. The bedroom is pretty small, so we try our best to make the space functional with details like big drawers under the queen-size bed. Since this was originally the kitchen, there's a back door leading out to the car park. This is actually quite a rare feature. It's been quite a few months since the renovation, and honestly, I really love living here. Many friends have visited and they always talk about how nice the house looks and how cool the neighborhood is. As for the renovation, considering the major changes we made to this unit, Edwin and his team really came through. He also openly explained to me why some things I wanted wouldn't work out and counter-proposed better alternatives. I really appreciate that. I'm thankful to Edwin and his team for their dedication to this project.